Reporter Nick Starling shares why Brad Ashford wants voters to send him back to Washington.
You play basketball?
Brad Ashford hits the campaign trail again, hoping to sway voters in his direction.
I've been a legislator for a long time in Nebraska. It's what I enjoy doing.
Ashford says one of his main accomplishments while in D.C. was a public-private partnership for a new medical VA center and finding compromises to major issues.
One of the things I liked most about my job in D.C. was taking an idea that was emanated from here, taking it back to D.C. and then trying to do something with it.
Since his time in office, a major tax reform package passed, lowering the corporate tax rate and changing how you file taxes. Ashford says it was bad legislation.
Way, in my view, way too expensive. We'll never be able to pay for it, at least in the next 10 years. I would not have voted for it.
On health care, Ashford voted several times against repealing the Affordable Care Act. It's still in place today, but Ashford says it needs to be fixed.
We have to provide more choice for health care. That means either you can get, if you have your insurance from your employer, you should be able to continue to have that.
On DACA, Ashford says he would vote to keep Dreamers here so families are not separated.
If we legislate only on the DACA kids and we don't talk about a pathway to citizenship, or if the result of what we do is dividing families, I think in the end we're going to regret that.
Ashford doesn't support tuition-free colleges, but wants more money to go into helping student loans.
I do support the idea of a fifth year of high school, the idea of funding that fifth year, whether it's in high school or community college, before you go on in your career or going to college, and we can fund that.
But before a rematch with Congressman Don Bacon, he has to beat Kara Eastman in the primary first. Ashford says while they agree on many of the issues, his experience stands out.
So I think the difference is not in vision or not in caring about people or any of those kinds of things. I think the difference just is I believe I know what's possible.
Again, that is Nick Starling reporting there. Later today, be sure to tune into KMTV 3 News Now when the two square off. Watch Kara Eastman and Brad Ashford as they face off from 6:30 until 7 p.m. Michael Severe of the Oma World Herald, along with our anchor Craig McGrelly, will moderate. Live in the studio, Shantae Passmore, 3 News Now this morning.